Price, promotion and place is called marketing. We've come to Carrefour's hypermarket in Caerphilly to see just how marketing is done.
A supermarket like this has almost every kind of food and household gadget you could ever want to buy. All these different items make sure that whether you're a vegetarian or a meat eater, chief cook or bottle washer, you'll find what you're looking for.
Unfortunately, a coconut's a coconut. You can't do much to redesign one of them. But with clocks, it's a different matter. There, you can bring into the design marketing principles to try and appeal to different types of people. And all these clocks on this rack behind me have been designed with that in mind. See, that one I think is designed to appeal to right poshos with the nice brass things floating around at the bottom. This one over here, whoa, by the looks of it, that's for well-off poshos. I rather like this one, actually. It's obviously intended for young people, but it appeals to me. Very highly smart and tasteful, this one. And a few here designed to appeal to the really tiny tots. But actually, I think of them all, this one's about my favourite.
Promoting your product means telling people about it and persuading them to buy the one you've made and not someone else's. Getting your next packet of soap powder a lot cheaper may tempt you into buying this brand today. The magic words in promotion are free and new because they draw the customer's attention. Who could refuse the offer of free Lego? Finding the right price for a product doesn't just mean making it cheap. One make of car polish didn't sell at all well at about 50p, but when the price was put up to nearer £3, everyone thought it must be brilliant to cost so much, and it sold like hotcakes. After price, product and promotion, the last of the 4 Ps is place.
Now I expect like zillions of children worldwide, you know that feeling when you've trailed behind your parents in a supermarket whilst they seem to take hours and hours making up their mind between this brand of soap powder and that brand of soap powder, this slice of bacon and another slice of bacon. And you get to the checkout and you're absolutely exhausted. What would you like? A little reward, maybe? Well, it's no accident that next to the supermarket checkouts you will find this array of tempting goodies, delicious chocolates. It's just there so that your parents can provide that reward. And do you know, they're even trying it with adults now. Look, 20 razors at a bargain price. Razors? No idea what they're for.
Selling chocolate is easy because we all like it. So I decided to find out how you sell something which not everyone even knows about. Stopping only for some petrol, off we went. And here we are, at the Machynlleth Centre for Alternative Technology. We humans are using up the things nature gives us, like petrol, too quickly. Here, they're trying to stop us from running out, and Damien Randall told me why.
We are selling the idea that people ought to treat the Earth and the natural life on the Earth and in it and around it, including other people, a lot better than they have been treating it in recent years. People have polluted the Earth, they have overused its resources, they have obtained energy in dangerous ways, they have obtained food in ways that are not particularly good.
Persuading people to visit the centre is a difficult job. Tim Brown has to persuade even the grown-ups to come to the centre and learn.
Now, Tim, this might look like the control room of the Starship Enterprise, but it's not, is it?
No, this is the central control room for the centre, and what we have is different sources of electricity supply here. We've got windmills, photovoltaic panels, we've got water turbines, all producing electricity. We're not connected to the national grid at all, so we make all our own electricity here. It all comes into this little room, and all these flashing lights and dials are telling us what's going on and where the electricity is being sent around the site. When the radiators are hot round here, we can tell it's windy.
It really does dispel the the sort of idea that alternative technology isn't very, clever, doesn't it?
We've had a bit of a sort of Fred Flintstone image, if you like, a sort of simple, basic, back to the Stone Age type technologies. A lot of this stuff is very sophisticated, high-tech.
The centre doesn't want to make a huge profit. Its real care is our environment. So how did they decide how much to charge?
Most of our income, in fact, comes from people paying to come in. And it's really a battle between how much we feel we need and how little we would like to charge. It's a bit untypical. Most businesses, in fact, will charge as much as they can without having low sales.
Yes.
But we like to charge as little as possible and have plenty of people come to see what we do.
A bright sunny day will tempt everyone out into the open air, and even up here to the centre. Every year, about 50,000 visitors come here from all over the world.
How do you publicise the centre?
Well, we have a range of leaflets, as you can see.
Yeah.
They're all geared to different sectors of the market. One of the things we find is that really the best publicity for the centre is to appear on television, on the radio,
Yes.
magazines and things like that. So we try and make sure we have a pretty high public profile. We've produced, first of all, a sort of press pack. This is aimed at specifically people from the press who are going to give us coverage and explain what's going on at the centre for us, because that's, for us, free advertising. And our approach is to take as little paid advertising as possible. Beyond that, well, we're a pretty big tourist attraction. We're here in mid-Wales. We get about 50,000 people around every year. So, first of all, we produce an ordinary leaflet, which looks like this, which people pick up. It's a nice, bright, attractive leaflet. Many of the people who come around mid-Wales haven't heard of us.
Yes.
We need to explain quite simply what we are, and we want to make them come and visit us. We're a member of a marketing organisation of the main 8, 9, 10 big attractions in the area. So we produced a little leaflet, West Coast Wales Top Attractions. We run courses for schools and universities, and we run public courses. So we have a leaflet here about the courses which we run.
These are just some of the bright ideas you have to come up with when you're marketing something. In any business, every single customer is really important. Time now for a short commercial break.
Hey, I just cleaned the carpet. Can you make it all messy again? Sorry, Mum. Why didn't you use Super Soles? What's a Super Soles? They're a device to keep carpets clean and like you, and you put them on when you come in the house. Buy a pair of Super Soles, now.
Hi, I'm in the school hockey team. I need stairs. Keep it clean is the answer.
Hi, I'm in the school running team, and I need good grips. I wear Keeper Cleans.
Everyone in my family wears Keeper Cleans to keep my carpet clean. Keeper Cleans, now only 50p.
Oh, you silly boy, you'll have to wash your carpet. Here. Come in.
Do you always have trouble with this?
Yeah. Get new Super Soles, only £1.50.
Well, here they all are, stars of stage and screen, Tonarune school pupils who you saw there advertising their mud-stopping inventions. Now, Scott, I barely recognise you without your wig on. Is it as easy to make adverts as it looks?
No.
Why not?
Well, you have to plan everything out beforehand and things. Get it all right.
Make sure you know what every move is going to tell you.
Yes.
Yes, and actually the other difficult thing with adverts, of course, you were selling something you wanted to sell and you liked, but supposing you were selling something you didn't like. What's your least favourite vegetable then, Louise?
Sweet.
Swede. Yes. Do you like swede?
Yes.
I don't really. Now, supposing you had to make an advert to sell swede, you'd have to find some way of convincing people that they ought to like it, wouldn't you? And what you were doing there was only actually one part of advertising, because you were trying to get people to buy something. But once you've got them to buy it, the other thing you want to do is to keep them buying your inventions. So you have to try and get them to do what's called brand loyalty and make sure people always buy the same thing. Now, apart from TV, of course, you've got adverts in magazines and books like that there. But I've got a new device here I'd like to show you where there are also some adverts. This is called a Prestel system. And what we've got is a computer connected to the ordinary telephone lines by this box here. And it's a sort of electronic newspaper, all right? And what we'll do is we'll have a look on it, and I thought we might try and get for ourselves some personalised number plates. Right? What are your initials, Gemma?
JAP.
JAP, right. So what we'd like to do is to get you a car number plate with JAP1. All right, so will you press the buttons for us? Select number 7, will you, there? That's it. Right, and we're cars, so will you type 12 now to select cars from the Presto system? Right, and 12 again, going down the index. Lovely. Car accessories. Well, I suppose what we want is an accessory, a number plate, so press 10 to get the accessories. All of those things would have given us more adverts. Now then, which one is it down here? Number 14, right? Personalised number agency. There we are. It looks a bit like an advert. And key 8 for our index. So, should we have a key number 8, will you? Right. Prices on application. We'll choose one regardless of price. So press number 1 for the £1,000 to £2,000 number plates. Right, now look for your own. See if you can spot yours there. Right, I'll look for mine. My initials are MPT. Right, Mike Thorne. The P is what the P stands for. Is a closely guarded secret, which I'm not going to reveal. But if you see MPT1, I'd like it. Anyone's there? JAP or Louise? What is yours? LFA. No luck? So press 9 to go on. Let's try and see if there's something on the next page. Anyone's there? MPT? No, there's KAP. Yeah. Yes, KAP 69, and that's a bit cheaper, only £600 because it isn't KAP1. Well, I don't think we're in luck. Now, but if it was there, what makes this system different from, say, an ordinary newspaper is that by typing a few keys, we could place an order straight away because this is connected to a computer. And to illustrate that, should we book for ourselves either a nice holiday or see if we can find some firm to sell us something nice to do with travel, shall we? Right, now, perhaps I'll just key in this number, which I wrote down so that we can go to the right page. 344 25 0035. India. And who fancies going to India? You fancy India?
Yes.
Yes. And we could have 4-bedded cabins and going to palace on wheels. Brochure request. Do you see there? We have to press number 9. So press number 9 and let's do a brochure request. And what we'll be able to do there is to get the system then to send us a copy of the brochure for this India holiday, and it'll arrive in the post without us originally having to write to the people who are selling the holiday. Do you think it's a good idea?
Yes.
Right, well, while we're busy saving up for this holiday of a lifetime, it'll take us some time for India, won't it? Right, I think we'd better get on and leave people. Next time, we'll be tracking down some satellites and a new electronic pen pal system. If you keep your brand loyalty and don't go watching other programmes, I'll see you then. Goodbye.